There are moments that last only a few seconds, yet somehow they leave fans talking for days. And when those moments involve Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei, every glance, every smile, and even the smallest change in expression can suddenly feel much more meaningful. So, what really happened between them this time? Was it simply a normal interaction between two co-stars, or was there something in that moment that made fans stop, replay the footage, and ask the same question all over again? Today, we are taking a closer look at one of those unforgettable moments involving Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei. And trust me, the more closely you look, the harder it becomes to simply brush it off. But before we jump to conclusions, remember, what we are discussing is based on public moments, fan reactions, and visible interactions, not confirmation of any private relationship. Welcome back to Linghe Daily, your ultimate source for everything about Zhang Linghe. Today, we are diving into a moment that has once again put Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei in the spotlight. There is something fascinating about the way audiences react whenever these two names appear in the same conversation. Even when nothing dramatic is officially said, fans immediately begin paying attention to the smallest details. A glance across the room, a subtle smile, the way one person reacts when the other appears, or simply the comfortable atmosphere between them can become the center of discussion. And that is exactly why this particular moment has captured so much attention. It was not necessarily a grand romantic gesture. In fact, it was the subtlety that made it so interesting. Zhang Linghe has built a reputation for having an incredibly expressive screen presence. Whether he is playing a calm and mysterious character or appearing as himself at public events, his facial expressions often attract attention. Tian Xiwei, meanwhile, has a naturally bright and expressive personality that makes even ordinary moments feel lively. Put those two personalities in the same environment, and it is easy to understand why viewers become curious. Their chemistry has already been a major topic among drama fans, especially because audiences became familiar with the dynamic between their characters. But once actors step outside their fictional roles, fans naturally begin wondering whether the comfortable energy they see is simply the result of friendship, professional familiarity, or something more. And that distinction is important. The moment we are talking about became interesting because of one simple thing: the way Zhang Linghe appeared to react when Tian Xiwei was nearby. At first glance, someone could easily watch the clip and think nothing unusual had happened. There was no dramatic confession, no obvious declaration, and certainly no official statement suggesting anything beyond their public connection. But sometimes it is precisely those quiet moments that create the strongest reactions. Fans noticed the direction of his attention, the expression on his face, and the overall atmosphere surrounding the interaction. Some viewers interpreted it as a warm and affectionate reaction, while others simply saw two familiar colleagues sharing a comfortable moment. Both interpretations are possible, and that is what makes the discussion so fascinating. Then there is Tian Xiwei's reaction. What caught attention was not necessarily one specific action, but the natural way she appeared to respond in the moment. There was a sense of ease rather than awkwardness. For fans who already enjoy their chemistry, that small detail was enough to send social media discussions into overdrive. People began revisiting previous appearances, comparing expressions, and looking for similar moments between the two. Suddenly, a few seconds of footage became part of a much larger conversation. And this is something we see frequently in celebrity fandoms. One small interaction can become meaningful because it connects with moments audiences have already remembered. But here is where we need to slow down. A warm look does not automatically prove romance. A smile does not confirm a relationship. And being comfortable around someone does not necessarily mean there is a secret story happening behind the scenes. Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei are both experienced entertainers who have spent time working within the same entertainment world. Their familiarity can naturally create a relaxed dynamic. That is why it is better to enjoy these moments for what they visibly are instead of treating speculation as fact. The excitement comes from observing the chemistry, not from pretending that we know what happens privately. Still, there is one reason this particular moment feels different to many fans. It is the emotional context surrounding Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei's history on screen. When two actors successfully create memorable chemistry in a drama, audiences often continue to associate them with that emotional connection long after the cameras stop rolling. Every public interaction can then feel like another chapter of a story fans already love. That does not mean the story exists in real life. Instead, it shows just how powerful their on-screen connection has become. And when the two appear together again, fans naturally remember those emotions. Perhaps that is why one expression from Zhang Linghe can suddenly become such a big topic. Viewers who know his usual public demeanor may notice tiny differences. A slightly longer glance. A softer smile. A moment where his attention seems to shift. Individually, none of these things proves anything. But when fans place them alongside other memorable interactions, they begin to create a pattern that feels emotionally significant to the audience. This is where fandom becomes fascinating. People are not only watching what happens, they are interpreting the atmosphere surrounding it. And Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei have certainly created an atmosphere that keeps people curious. At the same time, Tian Xiwei's popularity and recent projects have kept her firmly in the spotlight as well. Her performances continue to attract attention, and whenever her name appears alongside Zhang Linghe's, conversations can quickly become intense. Some fans focus on their acting chemistry, some simply enjoy their friendship, while others love imagining what their dynamic could mean beyond the screen. But regardless of which interpretation someone prefers, the most important thing is to separate entertainment from confirmed reality. Until either of them personally confirms something, everything beyond what can actually be seen remains speculation. And maybe that is the real reason this moment has been so difficult for fans to forget. It did not need a dramatic gesture. It did not need a carefully planned romantic scene. It was simply a small, seemingly natural interaction that reminded everyone why Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei continue to attract so much attention whenever they are connected. Sometimes, the moments that create the biggest reactions are not the loudest ones. They are the quiet looks, the unexpected smiles, and the brief seconds that make viewers stop and wonder, "Did you see that too?" So, has something finally been revealed? Based on the public moment alone, there is no official confirmation that Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei are romantically involved. What we can say is that their public chemistry continues to fascinate fans, and their interactions remain powerful enough to spark intense discussion. Whether you see that chemistry as the result of strong professional familiarity, genuine friendship, memorable on-screen history, or simply two charismatic stars who naturally connect on camera, one thing is undeniable: people are still watching. And perhaps that is what makes Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei's story so captivating. The audience does not need a dramatic announcement to become interested. Sometimes, a single look is enough. A smile can be enough. A few seconds can be enough to make thousands of people pause and replay the moment. But while fans continue to enjoy the chemistry, it is always worth remembering that celebrities deserve privacy, and that speculation should remain speculation unless confirmed by the people involved. For now, the mystery remains. Was Zhang Linghe's expression simply a warm reaction between familiar colleagues? Was Tian Xiwei's response just her natural personality? Or was there a deeper emotional connection that fans simply interpreted through the lens of their favorite on-screen pairing? We may not have the answer, and perhaps that uncertainty is exactly why the moment continues to live in people's minds. What we do have is a fascinating public interaction, two talented actors with undeniable screen chemistry, and an audience that cannot seem to stop talking about them. So, what did you think when you saw the moment? Did you notice something special in Zhang Linghe's expression, or do you think fans are simply getting carried away by their chemistry? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, because this is definitely one of those moments where everyone seems to have a different interpretation. And if you enjoy the latest stories, updates, and discussions surrounding Zhang Linghe, Tian Xiwei, and the world of Chinese entertainment, make sure to stay with Linghe Daily. Because sometimes the smallest moment creates the biggest conversation, and with Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei, it seems the story is never quite over.